Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Rake and Profit, just sitting out in front of my porch enjoying a beautiful day. And I've been getting a lot of questions recently about my weight loss journey and people asking, how have you lost your weight? What have you been doing? And I just want to dedicate a video to 10 things that I've done, 10 changes that I've made in my life over the last 5 months in particular, which have helped me to lose. And I actually just called my gym because I wasn't sure the extent of time that had passed during this weight loss. So I literally just called my gym and I said, when did I actually join? When was the first day that I joined? Because I remember when I joined, it was like at my low. I was around somewhere between 209 and 211. I was weighing 211 pounds. I was kind of hitting a rough patch and I was just going down that negative spiral, eating too much, having a few too many drinks, different things like that. And I actually just got off the phone with Nicole, and she told me that I had started on February 7th, right? February 7th, 2017. Today is, June 29th or 30th? So it's been about 5 months, a little less than that, and I've lost about 24, 26 pounds, somewhere in that range. We're going to call it 26 just for that ego boost. But yeah, let me share with you guys these 10 things that I've done for anybody who's curious. And maybe you can take some of these and apply them to your life to help you to get fit, start losing weight, and change your life. Because I tell you right now, my life has been changed. I have more energy. I feel better, increased confidence, self-esteem, happier, more energy for my business, making more money, and just enjoying life a lot more, right? So hopefully these tips will help you. So the first thing that I did, this was the biggest thing that I did, and I've got my little handy dandy list right here, was I hired a personal trainer. So I ended up hiring a personal trainer and ended up seeing them two times a week. And I can tell you right now, for me personally, all those times that I thought I was working out and I was, pushing myself, I can tell you right now, after hiring a personal trainer, I've never really worked out prior to having a personal trainer. I thought I was working out. I thought I was pushing my limits. I thought I was sweating. But nope, I tell you right now, having a personal trainer, you will get pushed by your limits to an extent you can never believe. There were times during the workout where I'm literally saying to myself, there is no way it's possible for me to complete what my trainers put out for me to complete. There's no way I can do 50 box jumps, 50 this, 50 that, all back to back to back, 8 minutes in a row. And it was death. It was absolute death. But you want to know what? Every single time that I went and trained with him, and big shout out to Noah if you're watching right now, I got stronger. I got more confident. I got fitter. And it just compounded on itself each and every day. And within a month or two, I mean, my fitness level, my cardiovascular system, everything was just improving rapidly. Now, the weight wasn't falling off, but I was just getting better and fitter. And, I can tell you right now that having a personal trainer is huge. For me, the cost, it was starting at like $300 a month. Right now, it's about $400 a month because I've increased the amount of days that I see my trainer. So now it's 3 days. So I saw my trainer 3 days, and then I went to these classes 2 other days during the week. So I was always with other people, whether it was my trainer or like-minded people who are, going down that road. So that's a big tip right there. Hire a personal trainer if your finances allow you to do so. And if not, join some classes. There's typically classes like their high intensity interval training classes, circuit training classes, whatever, even like aerobics classes. Get around people who are doing what you want to do and who are not only that, like being around the like-minded people, but when you're in a class and you're there, like you can't just walk out the door. So you're literally forced to complete it. And in addition, your intensity level is going to be so much higher. So that was the biggest thing for me. Hey, the Thriftologist, thank you so much. And everybody else who's leaving comments, thank you. I appreciate it. So that's tip number 1, personal trainer. Tip number 2, this is big. Track your macros. If you're not sure what macros are, that's calories, fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. The biggest macro for me to track was my calories. And all I can say is after a while, once you start losing weight, you're going to have to start focusing on your fat intake, your carbohydrate intake, and your protein intake, because I actually hit like a brick wall about a month ago and my weight wasn't going down. And this is actually going to be tip number 7, is I actually started to reduce my carbohydrates, and then the weight started to go down again. So I'll talk more about that afterwards. But track your macros. I use an application called MyFitnessPal app. And essentially all you do is when you eat something, you can either scan the barcode, just like Amazon, right? You scan the barcode and it'll bring up all the macros, fats, proteins, carbs, micronutrients, some of those, and it'll track it for you. All you have to do is put it into the system and track your servings and whatnot, and it'll break everything down for you. So that was huge. My weight really started to come off when I was really keeping an eye on how much food I was eating. Because you want to know what? You can do cardio for an hour and burn 300 calories, but if you have a slice of pizza, it's all gone, right? Like that's 300-400 calories. So knowing how much food I was eating on a regular basis was huge. The third thing was juicing and rebounding. So for the last probably the last 3 or 4 months, I've been juicing every single day. Now, it's not always fresh juice. You know, I have an omega juicer, and a lot of times I'll throw down fresh cucumber, celery, ginger, lemon, lime, kale, spinach, all different types of stuff. It wasn't always fresh, but sometimes I would take some of those powdered green juices or powdered wheatgrass shots and different things like that first thing in the morning, and it just gave me a lot of energy. So that was really big right there, is having the energy and the positive mindset to get myself going and making, getting outdoors and whatnot. And for some reason, when you juice, you just want to get out and you want to get out in the sun. So that helped a lot. Also rebounding, like for example, if I was watching a TV show or Netflix or just hanging around, I didn't really feel like working, I would jump on the rebounder, the trampoline, while doing it, and I was just burning extra calories. So that was really big right there. Number 4, this was huge. I minimized my cheat days, and I didn't let my bad days move into the next day. So have you guys ever had a cheat day, or you had pizza, or you just had a bad day and you ate way too much food, and then the next day comes and your taste buds are just like lit on fire with all the sodium and all the amazing food that you were eating, and then you like let it move into your next day, and then the next day, and then like a week has gone by and you're like, crap, like I gained 3 pounds. What happened? Well, what happened is you let your one bad day move into the second, move into the third. And that was one of the biggest things for me, is not letting a bad day, letting a cheat day take over my whole week. That's what used to always happen to me, because this is a game of momentum. When you want to get fit, when you want to lose weight, when you want to build habits, routines, different things like that, you've got to get momentum moving in your favor. So if you have a bad day, forgive yourself, let it go, and start over fresh the next day. If you want to have a cheat day, if you know you're going to be going out with your gal to the beach or whatever, or you're going to be going out to a theme park or a movie, and you know you're going to have some popcorn, accept the fact you're going to eat something lousy. Try to fit into your macros if you can, but if not, accept it, forgive yourself, and get back on track the next day. So that was a big thing for me. Number 5, minimized alcohol. I've never been a huge drinker, but I do have an addictive personality, and when I start doing something, holy crap. Oh, did you guys see me jump? 2 squirrels just came running by me on the... I don't know if you guys saw me jump, but I saw something coming running towards me. Tiny little squirrels. They just flew by me. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Addictive personalities. Tip number 5, eat squirrels. Jeez, I'm trying to get my thoughts back. I never drank a lot of alcohol, but I've always had somewhat of an addictive personality. And... one drink lead to another drink, and then if you're stressed out and you enjoy some drinks, have some wine, it's like next time you're stressed, you want to go down that route. Next thing you know, you've drank 2 or 3 times during the week, maybe only a couple of drinks, which isn't huge, but that's 600 extra calories. But the problem isn't the drinking of the alcohol for me, it's what happens when I start drinking alcohol. I can tell you right now, if I have more than 2 or 3 drinks, I'm going to get taken advantage of. No, I'm just kidding. But if I have 2 or 3 drinks, there's one guarantee. If I'm by myself at my house and I'm having a couple of drinks, there's a pizza that's going to be arriving at my door within 30 minutes. I can guarantee it every single time. And if not, I'm going to be thinking about it, and I'm just going to bad things are going to happen. So really eliminating alcohol and minimizing it a lot helped me to lose weight. Number 6, this isn't the healthiest habit, but it just downright works, is I increased my caffeine intake during the morning. to get me to the gym. And while I was at the gym, I was taking a pre-workout, such as like C4. Who in the right mind even knows what's in these drinks? But I can tell you right now, it was effective. It got me to the gym. It gave me a lot more energy. And it just increased my mental ability to get things done that were just really, really hard in the gym. So increasing my caffeine and taking a pre-workout, it just helped. It just did. Number seven, like I said, eliminating, reducing carbs in a sense. I haven't really started to do this up until recently, about a month ago, but I did eliminate breads from my diet over the last 2 or 3 months, and it's helped a lot. For some reason, my body just doesn't get along with breads at all. Like, I always have like lung problems, and like I'm coughing, and like I don't know if I have like a gluten intolerance or something, but breads just don't mix well with my body. So helping to lose weight was definitely attributed to eliminating breads out of my diet. But up until recently, I kind of hit like a brick wall and I wasn't losing much weight. Hello. And what I decided to do was, well, thanks to my trainer, and this is another great reason to have a trainer and someone in your corner, because we had a coaching call for, you know, a 45-minute session, and we decided to reduce my carbs by like 50%, and then the weight started to fall off again. So like literally over the last month, I've lost probably like 6 or 7 pounds, and I've never lost weight that fast since reducing the carbohydrates. My workouts have been the same, my cardio has been the same, but I reduced the carbs and replaced them with more healthier versions like veggies and whatnot, and the weight's been falling off. So that's been working for me. This is a big one, number 8. Increased smoothie intake. So I usually have 1 to 2 smoothies every single day. So I've been replacing a lot of my normal meals like chicken and rice and different things like that with meals such as smoothies, like meal replacement smoothies. And I don't use any like meal replacement packets or anything like that. Essentially all I do is I take out my NutriBullet, which NutriBullet for the win. That thing has been a godsend. It's been a savior. I love the NutriBullet because when I'm ever in a pickle, I don't have much time, or I'm just lazy and I just want to get in some good macros, the NutriBullet is super quick. What I do is I usually throw in some frozen strawberries, and quick tip, don't get the frozen strawberries out of the package that are in the frozen section. Get fresh strawberries. They're a little more expensive, and then freeze them. They taste so much better. So what I would do is I would throw some frozen strawberries in the NutriBullet with some protein, some spinach, some almond milk, some essential fatty acids, and just blend it all up. And it was a good 300-400 calories, and I would get in, you know, good calories, good fats. Again, I was kind of reducing the carbs, but if I want some carbs, I'd throw in some oatmeal. You know, I have some fruits in there, and just a great way to get in some good macros. So having smoothies, 1 to 2 smoothies a day after my workout, and like sometimes at nighttime, was just very, very helpful and efficient for me. See, I used to use the regular blender, but I prefer the NutriBullet because it's so quick and easy, and you could drink right out of it, right? Excuse me. Got a little itch on my nose, but it's easy, right? Easy to clean up. It's easy to make. You drink right out of it. Like, for me, if something's like even takes like an extra minute or 2 to clean, like I'll just not do it. That's just how my brain works. So having something super simple to use and easy cleanup was really, really helpful. So definitely recommend the NutriBullet. Number 9, phone calls while walking. So I have quite a few little mastermind calls that I do every week with a couple of my friends who are in the e-commerce space, resellers, YouTubers. You know, sometimes people ask questions on Facebook, YouTube, and I'll just give them a call and answer their question. Well, what I used to do is just sit down and take the phone calls, and what I've decided to do recently is just walk around, you know, walk around the neighborhood and take the phone calls. So that's just extra calories being burned. Is it a lot? No. But, you know, I'm getting extra sun, getting extra vitamin D, and burning a few extra calories. And, you know, if you want to keep in motion, you got to keep moving. So that was a big thing right there. And number 10, this was really big for like motivation and mindset, was weekly weigh-ins. So I would weigh myself every week. To be honest, I would actually weigh myself like a couple times a week, like sometimes 4 or 5 times a week, just to see where I stand. But weighing in like at least once a week, and using the MyFitnessPal app to take pictures of myself like literally every other day. And with the MyFitnessPal app, I believe you might have to have the upgraded version, I'm not sure, but you can take pictures of yourself and save it so you can look back, and it has a little feature where you can compare pictures to an older date. So taking pictures of yourself, seeing the results not only on the scale but physically throughout the pictures is just very motivating. And you know, if I'm ever having a down day or I'm not feeling super motivated, I look back and see, you know, how far I've come, and that's just really, really helpful right there. Also, sharing pictures on social media, Instagram, getting comments from you guys, people saying, hey, Steve, you're doing so great, you're motivating me, you know, I've lost 3 pounds, or, you know, I'm getting started, or, you know, thanks for sharing, was just really, really helpful. So that's it, guys. To reiterate, to recap real quick, number 1, hired a personal trainer. Number 2, track my macros with the MyFitnessPal app. Number 3, juicing and rebounding on a regular basis. Number 4, minimizing cheat days and not letting them swing over into 2, 3, 4 days in a row, because that's just a killer, and this game is made up of momentum. Number 5, minimizing alcohol, which reduced my calories in one sense of, you know, from the alcohol, but also reduced calories because I would binge out after drinking. Number 6, taking a pre-workout and increasing caffeine intake. Number 7, cut down on carbohydrates. I eliminated breads like pretty much altogether except some corn tacos and whatnot. Increased smoothie intake, 1 to 2 smoothies a day. Walking while taking phone calls, and weekly weigh-ins, and taking pictures of myself and keeping it in the MyFitnessPal archive was huge. So that's it, guys. If you're ever curious, you know, how I've lost 26 pounds in the last 5 months, maybe you're seeing me on YouTube, or I don't know, maybe you can notice, maybe you can't notice. Can anybody notice? Because sometimes it's hard to tell. Like, I'll see people who lose 20 pounds, I'm like, it's hard to tell. But if you've been seeing me and you're like, wow, maybe his face is looking slimmer, or I don't know, maybe he looks like he's losing weight. I have lost weight, about 26 pounds in 5 months, and this is what I've done, right? Kristen is saying water, water, water. Now that is huge. Water intake is just, it's huge. It's probably the number 1 thing for like changing your attitude and having energy. So first thing in the morning, pound back 1 to 2 cups of water, even more. Throw some lemon in it. That's definitely helped a lot. So looks like some people are saying yes. I can notice from a couple years ago. So that's good. I'm glad to hear. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Panic39. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Showing up. That's right. Yes. Agnes says water also helps you feel full when you're fasting. And it's actually been proven that when you're dehydrated, your body can't tell the difference between being thirsty and being hungry. So if you're hungry, you might actually be dehydrated. So that definitely helps. You know, to be 100% transparent, I need to work on this a little more, drinking more water throughout the day. I know I need to drink more. Like, I'm probably drinking like at least a half a gallon, maybe more per day. And I need to up that to a gallon per day just based on my activity level. So gonna juice that like button for starters. Yeah, juice that like button. Definitely appreciate that, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, definitely, you know, hit the like button down below. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, the thriftologist, I appreciate it. I got my neighbors next door. Carb up, look pumped. What's going on, Cameron? I'll get there one day. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Smash that like button down below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.